Okay, so I have a beautiful yarn fade from Ellie. I'm going to skein it up. Hello and welcome to a new weekly crafting vlog. So today is Wednesday. I started to film this a little bit late. So on Monday I caked up the skeins of yarn that Ellie gave me to start writing the pattern for the advent calendar. And then Tuesday I didn't do any crafting at all. Oh no, hang on, that's a lie. I went to craft group but I didn't film anything. But I spent a whole day just sorting the house out because I've rather neglected it. So whenever I have free time, I just want to craft. I don't really want to do the housework. I thought I would show you the progress on the shawl that I'm designing. So there's not much to show at the moment, but it's supposed to be a dragon wing. So this might change, who knows? But I've done 2 colours so far. So yeah, this is going to be designed to work with the 24 10-gram mini set, and obviously it can be used for a 24 20-gram set. So yeah, this is the progress so far. So I have a bunch of beautiful blue colours to work with, as you can see right here, and it's creating a really nice fade. So obviously you can use any colours that you have. You don't have to do it as a fade. This would look quite nice in like a rainbow sort of colour gradient, I guess. But yeah, that's a work in progress. So when I have been working on it, I have been weighing each section, so I know exactly how much 4-ply yarn that it takes. But last night at craft group, I knit on the Tolster tee because I'm just at the point where I knit in the round. So it's a nice, easy knitting. I think I've only got a little bit left in the length to do before I do the ribbing. So yeah, I'm excited to get that off the needles. So this week is half term. So if you hear any noises in the background, I apologise. So anyway, let's get crafting. So I've just joined the next colour. You see that? So yeah, what I'm creating is these eyelets on the side, like here. And now this one, because I've created 2 sections with the 3 eyelets, because before that I have 2 eyelets. So now I'm onto this section. I'm going to have 4 eyelets. One thing I thought I'd share with you is that I've got supplies to make these. So they're just like the little knit and stitch markers, and I thought I'd have a go at making some myself. So hopefully they come tomorrow, and yeah, I can do some of those with you. So I've got a load of rings and a load of beads coming, and a little bit of glue as well. So yeah, it's going to be a fun and crafty project to get some of these made up. I have now finished this section, so now I will weigh it to see how much that is. Okay, so just weighed it and that weighed 7 grams. So what I'm doing is every time I finish a section, I'm weighing it, because I need to know exactly how much yarn each section has taken, especially if you're going to be using it with an advent calendar. I haven't woven my ends in yet. So yeah, I'm on the 3rd colour out of 12. So hopefully each section will start to get smaller, and so I can use all the colours. So we're here at the park for a lovely dog walk. Here she is. I thought I'd just bring the one. Oh, it's a bit windy. Well, that was a lovely walk home from the park, and I have a delivery from Amazon. So this is what I've got. I've got some jump rings in various colours, and I've also got some beads. Can you guess what I'm making? I've already told you. But yeah, I'm going to have a go at making my own knitting needle stitch markers. So I thought this would be a nice little craft to do together. Okay, so I'll start by showing you what I've got. So I've got some of these sort of rainbow purple beads, and I thought they would go really nicely with these sort of rainbow iridescent jump rings. So they are going together. And then I got a pack of all these colours. So they're jump rings as well. And I have got all these beads to go on them. So I thought I'd do this on camera and do it with you. Wow, all these colours are lovely. I have also got this glue that I'm using. So that is to go in the middle here. It's very hard to show you, but it's to go in the middle where the bead is going to go. So what colour to choose? Well, you all know that I like a blue, but there are 5 types of blue. Then I've got a load of beads. I'm going to put them down here so they don't go everywhere. Okay, so I've got a little blue ring and a little blue bead. So I'm just going to attach them together. This is so fiddly because they're so small. There we go. And then what I need to do is just pop them together. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad. I need to put a little bit of glue in the middle and then place this over the top. So then we are left with needle stitch marker. Okay, so I've just popped it onto a 5mm knitting needle and it sits quite nicely on there. So I'd say these ones that I'm making are suitable for up to 5mm knitting needles. Okay, so that is the first one that I've done. I'll put that aside and I will do some different colour combinations. So here are my first set of needle stitch markers. You can't see them very well. I'm trying to get a good angle. There we go, that's a bit better. So yeah, I've got a bunch of different colours and there's so many variations that I can do because these are all the colours I've got to work with. So yeah, I've got a few purples, a few pinks, several blues, greens, oranges, and then yeah, I've got these beads to pair with it.
And I'm also going to pop into my PO box to see if there's anything lurking. I think there might be. Lovely Sam from Sam Rayner. Oh, what's the name of your channel, Sam? It's Sam Rayner. Yeah, that's the name of your channel. Said she sent me something, which is exciting. So I'll pick that up and show it to you. I also went to my PO box. I got the grumpy man this time. Normally it's the lovely lady, but this time it was the grumpy man. Oh my goodness! Oh Sam! Oh look at that! Oh my goodness! There's a note with it. Oh, I bet she's made this herself. Look how Saw this Alice in Wonderland pin badge and picked it up for you. Think of it as a late birthday gift, and as a thank you for creating the content that you do. Oh, I wanted to send you a little pick-me-up for you from Sam, a friend on YouTube. Oh, I love Sam's video. She did a really nice video from the East Anglia Yarn show this year, which I didn't go to, so it was really nice to see that. Look at this, it's a little corner, book corner. How gorgeous is that? And this is the pin she gave me. I love this. I'm going to put this on one of my, I'm either going to put it on one of my Alice in Wonderland project bags, or I might put it on my walking bag. I have Alice with me when I'm walking. How beautiful is that? Oh Sam, thank you. I'll drop you an email to say thank you.
Okay, so it's the next day and I had the itch to start something new. So I have bought all this wool to make a baby blanket with, and that is for my niece or nephew who's due in the summer. So yeah, I wanted to make a cute rainbow baby blanket, and I have actually got a little bit of inspiration. Now I work on NICU, which is the neonatal intensive care unit, and I saw one of the babies had a really cute blanket and it was from Mamas and Papas. So what I did was I went on the website, had a good look at it, and I've kind of written a pattern as a dupe. So I've gone through and written it all down, and I'm gonna have a go at it. Because I'm using this yarn already for my DK litmus cowl, I've kind of measured the gauge to what I need. So working on that gauge, I have worked out how many stitches I need to cast on for the blanket to get the same sort of measurement I need for the Mamas and Papas blanket, and I've kind of adapted the pattern so that the edging has like a double knit edging. Yeah, I think it's going to look really nice, so I thought I would cast that on today. So if this pattern goes well, I'd be more than happy to share it with you guys. So I'm just starting with the white because I'm going to use the white for the ribbing, and I haven't got any spare 4mm knitting needles, so I've used a 4.5. It's for a baby blanket, so it doesn't need to match the exact gauge, but yeah, I've put them on circular knitting needles, so I've got a nice long cable. I think the width is going to be about 80 centimeters, but we'll see, it could change. I'm using a slightly bigger needle than what I'm using for the litmus cowl, so it may be different. But yeah, I am just going to use a normal cast on method for this. I'm not going to use a long tail cast on, just I don't know what you call this one. It's where you loop it around. It's that cast on method. I don't know what you call it. Let me know. I don't know. So I'm going to cast on, I think, what did I write down? 152 stitches. I've got to remember not to do this too tight, because whenever I do, I struggle to get my needle in there. I've got to remember to count as well. Okay, so I've got 50. I'll do the rest off camera. Okay, so I've cast on 152 stitches. I'm going to start the double knit band and the ribbing. It's so difficult starting. It's just so slippy on the needles, and because obviously when you're starting you've got this bit here. Okay, so I've done the first row. That was a bit of a kerfuffle. So the yarn I've never had an issue with, but it seemed to split when I tried to go into it, and obviously when you do a cast on, it's, for me anyway, it's harder to sort of get your needle into. But anyway, that's the first row, so I'm going to continue. I did notice that I did the first part and the last part a little bit wrong, but it's only the first row, so if I correct myself, I don't think you'll notice too much. When I say I messed up, I slipped the stitches purl-wise, but without the yarn in front, so I needed the yarn in front, so I'll change that throughout the pattern. So yeah, let's get more done. Okay, so that's the second row done, and that was much smoother than the first. So yeah, now to start with the third row. Okay, so I've done a couple of rows. I will, sorry about the noise. So I will show you up close so you can see I'm doing a 2x2 rib, and then this side isn't looking quite as I'd hoped. So I wanted a double knit band so you could see like knit stitch this side and then the other side, but I've got some purl bumps going on, so yeah, I don't know, but anyway, this side is sort of like, yeah, knit stitches, but if I turn it you can see some purl bumps here, So yeah, I don't know, but I'll carry on with the pattern. It's a pattern that I've made up, so yeah, we'll see. But I quite like how the ribbing is looking, so I'll continue with that and then hopefully get some colour in there. Okay, so I finished the ribbing. I have done 12 rows and I am using one of my stitch markers that I made yesterday. So I've placed a stitch marker either side because these 8 stitches are worked differently. But yeah, I'm using my stitch markers. So now I've got the ribbing done, I can move on to the next bit. Okay, this is as far as I've got. So if I show you, I have the ribbing and now I've got some sort of like stockinette stitch going on. And then I've continued like double knit, or tried to do double knit anyway. But yeah, I think that's looking good. So I'm happy with the size of this. I will continue with the stockinette stitch and see how far I get. But yeah, that doesn't need to be done until the summer, so no rush. So in between the white colours, I will be using these lovely colours. I thought these would be really nice in a baby blanket as like stripes in between the white. So anyway, I think I'll round off this video. If you did enjoy what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe. I just want to say a big thank you to anyone who has subscribed recently. I'm currently at 995 subscribers, so only 5 away from 1,000, which, yeah, never thought I'd get this far. But anyway, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!